Hello and welcome to another video. Today we have the REALME 5 Pro. If you don't remember, a few weeks back we did the REALME X2 and the REALME X2 Pro, and today we have the REALME 5 Pro. So we're going to do an unboxing on this and go over what's inside, some of the specs, and show you basically what the phone looks like. So we're just going to jump into this now. Here we have the box, fairly simple box. You've got the REALME 5 Pro logo there. You've got your information on the back. You've got, again, that there, little QR code here. Don't really know what that goes to, but that's about it. You've got the REALME logo, and you have the signature yellow REALME here. So that's it, really. It has a few stats here. Got a picture of the phone here with Dare to Leap. And that is about it for the outside of the phone box. So we're just going to go ahead and open this bad boy up now. So when you open it, you'll see it says, "Hey, welcome to the REALME family." So that's quite nice. In the last video we did on the REALME phones, we had the same message and we said it's quite a nice welcome. But this is your, as usual with Android type phones, you have this pouch which contains all your usual, your phone case and your information start guide and warranty card. Then you have the phone in this little pouch here. So I guess that's to keep it secure. We'll pull this out. And here it is. What we're going to do is pull this thing off so we can really show the phone. Now, I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but it's sort of like this cracked sort of design across here. It's not cracked, but I don't really know how else to describe it, like shards? A little bit like shards, yeah. So it's sort of like reflective and in all sort of different angles. It's all different sorts of blues and purples. It looks really good, actually. It looks a lot better than I thought it was going to look. When you see the outside of the box, you can see it sort of just goes from blue to purple, but in person I think it actually looks a lot better than the box. So we'll put the phone to the side for now. We'll move on to a bit more of the box contents. So you've got your phone divider here as usual. Then you've got this charging unit. Now this is a 240 volt charging unit, so it's gonna be quick. One thing I did notice when I opened the last one that I didn't mention is actually inside these charging units and inside the USB that we'll see in a second, they've changed the interior to a sort of yellowish color. Now I'm not sure if that can pick it up, but it's yellow inside. I thought that's a nice little touch for REALME. Obviously their brand color is yellow. We'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So this is the USB Type-C connecting cable, and you'll see it's yellow inside there and yellow inside the actual USB-C end as well. So yeah, I thought that was quite nice. And then you have your SIM card ejector. That's it for the box. Now we can move on to the phone. As we know, REALME is a fairly recent brand. Done really well recently in European countries. But as far as in the UK market, there hasn't really been a launch for REALME in the UK. So we're amongst the first to get it, and we will be launching the REALME range soon on ePhones.com. So keep an eye out for that. Within Spain, REALME are sort of renowned for having extremely high specs on their phones for ridiculously low prices. The exact retail for this phone we don't know yet because it's not released anywhere in the UK, but all I can say is when it does release, you'll likely be surprised. The price of this phone, it will blow you away, I imagine. And another thing to mention is if you do buy this on ePhones.com, you will have a full 2-year UK manufacturer warranty. So if anything goes wrong, that isn't your fault in the 2 years. All you have to do, phone us up, we'll refer you to the right people, and you'll either get your phone repaired or replaced as long as it's within that 2-year period. So that's something you don't necessarily get with all other phone vendors. ePhones.com has that for all their stock now, and REALME will be no exception. You'll be able to get that. Anyway, enough for that. We'll turn this phone on now. So you can see REALME powered by Android. I believe this is Android 9.0, sort of the Pi version that we'll be powering up on. So, but there is believed to be an upgrade as soon as this does launch to Android 10. So just quickly go through some of these settings. So the phone here, you'll see screen looks awesome. As I said, Android 9.0. So on the front, you've got your Gorilla Glass. This is 3 Plus Gorilla Glass. So we'll struggle to break this. And on the back, this is a glass plastic fib, I think it's described as. I don't know what that means. I think it's just plastic and it looks like glass. So this probably won't break, and it's got sort of a metal frame around the outside. Solid phone, basically. Struggle to break this phone. It's not extremely light, but it's also not extremely heavy. It's 184 grams, so it's all right, really. I wouldn't say this is the heaviest one. We've had phones in here which are super, super heavy, but this isn't extremely light as well. It's got a bit of weight to it, but it doesn't have that sort of rattly sound that some of these phones have, especially the lower end ones. I'm not really sure what it is about them. This has actually got a really solid feel to it. So this has a 6.3 inch display on this phone. It's about average for screen size, and maybe a little bit bigger than what some people are used to, but I mean, you're easily reaching everywhere. You're not going to be struggling. Some of the phones we've been reviewing recently have been obsessively large, whereas this is sort of more on the normal scale, I'd say. Now we're going to move on to some of the more techie but more impressive stats for this. So inside this phone, what we're going to talk about now, inside we have a Snapdragon 712. You get 256 gigabytes of dedicated storage in your micro SD. You get 128 gigabytes of pre-installed storage, and you get 8 gigabytes of RAM, all inside this sort of small phone, to be fair. You get a loudspeaker on the top and bottom of the phone, so you're going to get that sort of surround sound. You have a headphone jack. Some of the phones recently we've been reviewing have not gone with a headphone jack, and it's been sort of a trend to just have USB-C or another port, not have a headphone jack, but this does have a headphone jack. You also have this incredible 48 megapixel camera on the back, followed by an 8 megapixel camera here, another 8 megapixel camera here, and a 2 megapixel sensor camera down here, and a flash. So photography is not going to be a problem with this phone. It's going to be basically incredible. The shots you're going to take, they're going to be great. Obviously, you've got your usual Bluetooth, GPS, etc. on this phone. But what you also have is an accelerometer and a gyro within the phone. So some of the more recent Android phones have been dropping some of those specs for some reason. I'm not sure why, but this still comes with it. Your fingerprint scanner is on the back here. So you just place your finger on that. It's a face sensor as well, I believe, for face unlocking, and it supports fast charging. So this phone released in August of 2019 in Europe and China, but hasn't quite reached the UK market. I can't give an exact date now, but sometime in the next sort of month, we'll be getting this REALME phones in stock as the first official distributor of REALME in the UK, so keep an eye out really. The phone specs are incredible. As I said, this is the 5 Pro. We will be having some slightly higher spec phones, although not to say this spec is not incredible as it is. Obviously REALME isn't a very well-known brand in the UK currently, but if you were to go to, as I said, Spain, Germany, you will see a lot of people with a REALME device, mainly, as I said, for the super high specs rammed inside the device and a super low price tag. So you're going to be getting a lot of bang for your buck, really. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Sort of shorter video on the REALME devices. As I said throughout the video, we will have them very soon. I'm not going to repeat myself too much, but they'll be in the description and on ephones.com when they release. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel or to our mailing list, which we'll also have linked below, you'll be the first to be informed when these REALME phones actually come into stock at ephones.com. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you were impressed as I was with the REALME phone. I've been using it for the past day, and I've just really been blown away by some of the specs, really. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to comment them below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.